Alright, so let's see here. We have Sonic, Shantae, Knuckles, Shadow. Yes! Alright. Now we're in business. Hello everybody, I'm Gorilla64 and welcome back to Sonic Fan Games. Today we've got Sonic Adventure SX. And I'm not sure what SX stands for, but we basically have a Sonic and Shantae crossover here. If you perused the selection of games, The Last Sage, you might have noticed this game. I can't remember if it was under a different title or not. I feel like I might have talked to the creator about that, but I might be thinking of something else, so I apologize. But I do remember my friend Knuckles' channel 3 and Knuckles playing the older version of this. And I'm not quite sure what was in that version compared to this one, but I believe the creator said that there have been so many changes that it's almost like a radically different game. So we have a ton of characters to check out. I'm only going to check out a couple today, and we have a few stages to check out. So first, I'm going to take Sonic through his first stage, Emerald Garden. Then we're going to check out one of Shantae's stages, and then I want to play as Silver, because why would I waste the opportunity to play as Silver in one of these videos? It happens so infrequently. So I gotta take advantage while I'm here. So, Sonic, if you are near an enemy, he will do a homing attack. If not, he will do an air dash. Thank you. And I'm glad the air dash actually works like it should, because in some of the fan games I've played recently, his air dash really hasn't done very much, and I feel like I've mentioned that. One thing I need to mention about this fan game is I did try it out before I started this video, and it is a bit too, like, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but the camera snaps around kind of a lot. And since Sonic goes so fast, sometimes it gets a little disorienting to the point where, like, when I was playing it earlier, like 10 minutes ago, I was actually starting to get, like, a little sick, which doesn't happen very often. But after playing it for 5 or 6 minutes, I kinda got used to it. But I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about. Like, that's a bit of an issue in my opinion, because I know people out there might have weaker stomachs than I do, believe it or not, if that's possible, because I have a really bad stomach, but you know, or maybe it's eyes. I don't know what really jurisdicts how you get sick when you play a game, but I was finding a little bit of that for myself. But otherwise, basically we have a game that's kind of like, I would describe it sort of like the control scheme of Sonic 4, because you have a homing attack and an air dash, you have a spin dash, but you're all on 2D. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of rush-ish as well, because if you tap the Y button, you do have a stop. And again, the stop goes, like, faster than light itself, so it's almost hard to tell. Like, did you see that? Sonic was moving at, like, above the speed of sound and light put together. And that was supposed to be a B button press, not a Y button press, because that plunged me right into the pit. Which I wasn't exactly intending for, but we also have the light dash. If I can manage to actually make it work real quick by hitting the correct button. So, there's actually another one here. So you press B and you zoom along the trail of rings, just as you would expect it would work. And it works absolutely fine. Like, honestly, this game is pretty fun to play, and this first level I kind of like. Like, it's pretty fun to just zoom around and do things in the level. As Sonic, at least. I haven't played this level as anyone else. And even though this is a crossover game, the Shantae characters get their own set of stages, because I guess they wouldn't be able to platform through something like this. So there's basically, I think there are 4 stages in this right now from what I've seen. There are 2 Sonics and there are 2 Shantae stages. And the Sonic stage is actually pretty long. It took me about 4 minutes to complete the first time I went through it. And the second stage, I just opened up to check out. And I didn't get very far in it, and I'll show you why in a bit. But, so yeah, I guess, I mean, so far, it's not that bad aside from the camera thing I was talking about. Like, that's really my only complaint so far. Otherwise, it's like, it's fluid, hasn't dropped a frame, the controls are nice. And again, like I said earlier, I think the level design's not bad at all. Like, I think it's very fun to play. And it's interesting, there's actually a section here where you transition to another part of the stage, and I'm not sure if maybe that's because the engine that this game is running in doesn't have the capacity to have all of the level in one section. Maybe you have to transition to fit more into the level or something. I know the Shantae level transitions a lot like that, and that's, I guess, just to be more like a Shantae game, but perhaps the transition in the Sonic section is just to make it more similar to the Shantae section? I really don't have any idea, but yeah. Also, rails work pretty much as if you were moving on land. Like, you can move left and right, like, at will on rails. It's not like you're not at the mercy of whatever direction a bumper has sent you. So that's kind of different. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna make that without that ramp, but thankfully I had enough speed to do that. Like, this game, you get a lot of speed. And I'm a fan of that. And also, I did something good. Actually, game, I did something well. Doing good is for superheroes. Have you ever had a teacher or someone say that to you? It's the most annoying thing, because it's like, you know what I meant. It's like saying, hey, can I go to the bathroom? Of course. But, may you? Or, you know, something like that. Just, hey, don't try to trick me with your demon tricks. And, you know, okay, that corkscrew, again, kind of shows that camera thing I was talking about. Like, it kind of whips the camera around something fierce, and it's a little, like, ah. Also, I've not been in this level for 9 minutes, have I? Ah, that's not right, right? My OBS counter only says I've been recording for 6 minutes. What? That's weird. One thing I didn't mention is the creator told me these, act starting screens are supposed to mimic the ones from, Flash Sonic or something. Or Ultimate Flash Sonic. I don't know if I ever played that when I was a kid, but I do think they look pretty nice. So, this is Shantae's first stage, Scuttle Town. It doesn't have the Scuttle Town music for some reason, but I mean, whatever. And, this time it's not really about going fast, it's more about platforming and just taking your time, even though the stage is a lot quicker. Now, one thing I wanted to point out here is, when I was playing this earlier, I fell right through this and died earlier because I thought this top platform here was something I could stand on, because it doesn't look like something I couldn't stand on. And I found that to be a little bit of an issue, because later on there's another platform that looks exactly the same that you can stand on. But, aside from just confusing me a little bit, I mean, it's not like a huge issue. Like, I mean, you learn pretty quickly, and there are plenty of lives in the stage, so it kind of replenished nice and quick. So, I mean, I ended the stage last time with more lives than I began with, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Also, you have a bit of stuff from her appearance in Shantae and the Pirate's Quest. The Pirate's Curse, sorry. It's a really good game if you haven't checked out the Shantae series. Pirate's Curse and Half-Genie Hero are really fun. But basically, in that game, you hold down the A button after a certain amount of time in the game, and you have the ability to use Risky's spare pirate hat as like a gliding instrument. And this is what I was talking about a second ago. See, I can stand on this now, but I couldn't earlier. So that kind of threw me off guard. But otherwise, it's usual Shantae fare. You're running through the level, breaking pots, and trying to kill the Tinkerbats before... I think those are called Tinkerbats, I'm not sure. But you gotta kill them before they kill you, and I recommend hitting them as soon as possible, because if they hit you, you kind of get stunned in place for an annoying amount of time. But, I mean, you have plenty of hearts, and there are plenty of pots around to replenish your hearts, so again, it's not a huge issue. Alright, and now for the main event. I'm taking Silver the Hedgehog into Lava Filter Zone. Alright, so this stage, I believe this borrows a tile set from a Sonic Advance game, right? This is like Sonic Advance 2, right? Isn't it? Because I remember seeing these graphics. Ah, jeez. Alright, give me a second here. I remember seeing these graphics in Sonic Advance 2 Mania. But, so Silver the Hedgehog, you might be wondering, what can he do? Well, basically, he's got a psychic power. See, I can catch this bullet, throw it back. I can also hover for a ridiculously long period of time. And, let's just stand here for a second and, just take advantage of something. Silver the Hedgehog can literally become the planet Saturn in this game. Because this enemy will just keep firing at me point blank, not realizing he's only making me stronger. And now, I am unstoppable! Saturn looks on at me in jealousy now. Look at this. Bam. Nothing can touch me now. No! Except for that really, like, unfairly placed enemy. I don't know how to get around not getting hit by that, because, you know, you're right there, and you can't really dodge out of the way, because you're going off the ramp, because it's automated. But, yeah, let me just fuel up real quick again. That should do. And you just gotta make sure to watch out, because if you get hit, you end up losing all of your projectiles. But what I like about this is unlike in Sonic 06, I can use the flight move without losing my projectiles. And that's just so nice. I mean, Sonic 06 had a lot of issues. Silver's abilities would have been fun if they were a bit more broken, I feel. Also, I probably could have just did some grinding there to grab a million rockets and been even more powerful. Great! I like how distorted that sounded. Yes, I'm even more unstoppable now. So this stage I didn't finish because, you know, I was just screwed around in it for a bit, and it seems like there's a lot of enemies in places that you can't really see coming sometimes because you're going so fast. And like I said before, the camera kind of doesn't do you any favors when you're running really quickly. You just kind of end up running right into things, and if you don't run right into things, you're probably going to run into a pit or something. I'm not sure. Like, right there, I could have easily run into that pit with those 7,000 squid badniks above it. But, it looks like they're not bothering nobody, so, I mean, I didn't need to kill them. I can just fly. What's happening? Oh, so this is like a... No! Because that felt to me like one of those skydiving sections from Generations. I can catch your lasers? Oh, see, you're smart. You only give me a few glow sticks before you die. I will get your glow sticks no matter what I do. It's my life mission now. Alright, well, maybe not his glow sticks, because he is also dead, but... Silver will attend a dank rave. As soon as possible, I swear it. Ah, okay. No! Whoa, wait a minute, what? No. Not now. Silver was held up by his hair spike there. I feel so bad that I got him killed. Now we've got super speed and another life. But, okay, one thing I wanted to mention that I really like about this is that Silver is not slow as molasses in this game like he is in Sonic 06. So I really appreciate that. But, you know, the benefit of being fast is kind of outweighed by the enemies appearing really quickly. So, here we go, back to try and get to where we were before. I will glow all the way down. I'll intimidate them with my shiny aura. I think that's what some frogs do. They just kind of like, they're really bright colors, so, you know, when a bird comes up and he's like, hey, I'm gonna get you, the frog goes, nah, man, would you want to be dead? No! And then the bird goes, nah, man, you're right, sorry. No! And this has been... I would love to see a show on Animal Planet that did something like that. Just, it'd be like Secret Lives of Pets, except in the wilderness, and not at all the same, because it sounds like both the frog and the bird were stoners. No! Stop. Stop that. Alright, so last time I died randomly when I went over this. Maybe I just need to be rolling or something? Ah! Oh, jeez. That was a bit close. Doesn't matter, though. I made it this time. Never mind. We're toast. Unless I can get back on that rail. No? Okay, what is over here, then? Maybe I can reach an area that I can stand on. No! Silver answered my question for me. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be everything I wanted to show off for today, because Silver's having a rough time. And I'm sorry, my boy. So, if you like this video and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, and join the Discord to keep up with more Sonic fan games and other things that aren't Sonic fan games, because I do a lot of things. I want to thank the creator real quick for lending me this Sage preview. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. This is a preview of the Sage 2018 build of the game. So thank you so much for allowing me to check this out. I think it's really interesting so far. I like the variety of characters you have. And, you know, I think the level design's pretty good for the first stage. This stage is a little annoying, but I'm sure that could be rectified with some, you know, moving enemies around and stuff like that. But anyway, I would also like to give a big ol' thank you to my current sponsors. Random Gamer 157, Beyond, Penguin Boy, DeathBeatley72, Henry S., Rob Morrison, DaveAce, Drawbits, Mega Traffic Cone, Knuckles Channel 3, Knuckles, Creative, and Mike TGC. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring, it really means a lot. If you have any interest in becoming a sponsor yourself, please make sure to check out the link in the description for more information and all the benefits, like being shouted out at the end of every video and stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. No! Come on, Silver. Let's get you to that rave. No! Alright, maybe next time.